We also have new breaking details about a story we brought you as breaking news this morning on Wake Up CBUS. We now know the name of the suspect who Columbus police say was charging at people with a knife last night. That suspect was eventually shot and killed by Columbus police. Just within the last 45 minutes, the Franklin County Coroner's Office identified the suspect as 35-year-old Noel Hernandez. Now, the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation is handling that investigation right now. 10 TV's Kara Lake tells us what we know about the case so far.
Sullivan Avenue is now back open, and Columbus police have cleared the area after a fatal shooting here late last night. This all started around 11:15, and Columbus Police Sergeant Joe Albert says they were called after reports of a man charging at people with a knife as they walked by. When officers arrived, Albert says they saw a Hispanic man with an edged weapon in his hand and told him in both Spanish and English to show his hands. Instead, Albert says the man got into his car and drove off on Georgesville Road. And shortly after turning on Sullivan Avenue, he got out the car with his weapon in hand, ignored command from officers, and took off again. The suspect then drove to the intersection of Sullivan and Industrial Mile, got out, and police say he started walking towards oncoming traffic with the weapon. Now take a look. This is a map where this all happened. And then Sergeant Albert says officers followed the man and one deployed their taser at him, but the man turned around carrying his weapon and started charging at the officers. Albert says multiple officers then shot the man, and he was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead just before midnight.
But I have not seen it firsthand yet, but that's something that the only thing I can tell you right now is an edged weapon. Multiple people were calling in saying a knife, but to be safe, I'm going to call it an edged weapon.
Now, this is still an active investigation, and once we learn more information, we will be sure to share that with you. Reporting in West Columbus, Kara Lake, 10 TV News.